Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to Team Fortress TV. We have a great match for you tonight between DJINNOCIDE and the very good bad boys. My name is Mr. SLIN and I'm your caster and cameraman today, and I'm joined here by Blank from the #1 team in ESEA Intermediate, Madmen. What's up, Blank?
What's up? We're not #1. We're #2 actually, but yeah.
That's a technicality, isn't it? Come on. You don't think
I suppose.
Well, so these two teams tonight, the DJINNOCIDE is ranked number 13, and the very good bad boys are ranked 19th. Sorry, and the winner will be making the playoffs, and the loser goes home with his tail in between his legs.
Aww. It's for all the marbles then.
This one is for all the marbles, and should be a good match for us. So, hopefully we get started soon. We have 12 in the server now, and we're just waiting for them to go live. Blank, do you know anything about these teams, and do you have anything to say about them?
Nope. I have zero clues outside of when they get 12 in the server and ready up.
Yeah, I have very limited experience with these teams as well. In fact, we could try and do a roster rundown, but I think that would just be bad. So
yeah.
And I'm sorry, I got the seeds wrong. Very good bad boys are 13th, and DJINNOCIDE is 19th. I got that backwards. But people in chat are saying one thing or the other. Who knows who's gonna win? But a lot of people are saying DJINNOCIDE will win, DJINNOCIDE will lose. I don't know. Typically, when the 13th seed matches up against the 19th seed, it isn't too close, but both of these teams are in playoff contention, and of course, it's very important they make playoffs, because if you do win a match in playoffs, you make intermediate for the next season. So both these teams want to win this match very badly, Blank.
That is indeed very true. It all comes down to this all season long. Last game. It's, so you finish out strong and you either make open playoffs or better luck next season.
So just a couple house cleaning notes here. This is the last day of matches before playoffs begin. So there's really not that many casts that will be happening on this channel between now and the beginning of playoffs. And so this is week 8, CP Granary, a classic map. Last week was Badlands. A lot of teams know this map very well. It does sort of favor soldiers though, right, Blank?
Yeah, this map, people always consider it soldier-friendly map. I mean, relatively easy to do well on soldier, given the flat nature of the map, but it's also a very good scout map. Like, in my opinion, it's the best map in the game, and arguably the most balanced, but, so probably the heavy classes are going to be doing a lot of work for these open teams.
Yeah. Although for balance, speaking of balance issues on Granary, there's that issue with the medic spawn. For blue, you get a bit of advantage. You spawn closer to the rollout side, whereas red you have to kill yourself and spawn. That messes up the stats a little bit. But other than that, it's pretty balanced. I think in terms of like hiding spots, though, it does favor the blue team. Like, I don't know what you think.
Well, that's a funny thing. Blue and red have different hiding spots, but I don't know. I think it's the best map in the game, most balanced.
Yeah.
Even though, like, there are slight variations on hiding spots depending on color.
Now, in terms of the mid fights and how they go, how do they typically resolve when you've been playing the map, and what's your experience with that?
Are
we getting started soon? Or? Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know. I see 12.
Yeah, my head's turned off, so if you can tell me when they're ready up, that'd be good.
Okay. But anyways, mid fights. I don't know, soldiers jump, medics will die, but generally it's the scouts that determine the mid.
Yeah, in my experience, Granary mids have resolved rather shortly, whereas like on some other maps, they go kind of long.
Yeah, this isn't really like a map where you can kind of spam passively and have it work out. Like, there are like the occasional like a team tries to run crits and they hide in their garage until they get it and try to crits out, but for the most part, like, you sit in your back left, you're gonna die. You sit at your med kit, you're gonna die, and if you sit in front of garage, you're gonna die, so best bet's literally just push out and hope you win.
You having a party back there, Blank?
Yeah, some people over, so don't mind that.
Yeah, you got yours, I got mine. I've been sick for the last 2 weeks, which has been a real bummer. I've got like 2 handfuls of cough drops here, so I'm just hoping to God I don't have a cough, but if I do, then we'll hope for the best. But should be a good matchup. Again, if you guys are just joining us now, this is ESEA-Open Season 13, Week 8. And this is on CP Granary. So, like I said, the winner of this match goes on to playoffs and has a chance at making ESEA Intermediate. But the loser goes home and has to play Open again next season. So hopefully these teams both stay together even if they lose. But yeah, it should be a good match tonight.
Yep, most definitely, yeah. So 12 on the servers, waiting for all 12 to ready up and go live.
Yeah. The funny part about us casting together is that we should be called the kitchen combo because both of us cast from our kitchens, and we both have roommates. I was actually watching your stream earlier today, and you got a bunch of roommates in your background, which I think they're hilarious, but it's a little bit different.
Well, just one's the roommate. The others are like yes, but you know it's chill.
I see. We have a snowboard back there too. Do you go snowboarding a lot or?
Nah.
That's his snowboard.
Yep. He's got like 3. Wants to sell them.
Where do you go snowboarding in Seattle, anyways?
This place called Snoqualmie. It's like 45 minutes away. That's where my roommate works and he goes snowboarding.
Oh, very cool. I wish I could snowboard somewhere 45 minutes away. The nearest place to go is like Big Bear, and that's like a couple hours, and you're driving up a mountain, and then the other one is Mammoth, which is like 8 hours towards like NorCal.
Oh, jeez.
So, hey, we don't have a Twitter contest for tonight, but you guys should post your predictions in chat. Who you think is going to win? Again, the number 13 seed, Very Good Bad Boys versus the number 19 seed, Genocide. Broken Sausage Bro King is saying 5-0 for Genocide. But let's hear what you guys have to say. You probably know the teams better than we do. Llama Fish is saying Very Good Bad Boys winning 5-4. I've heard from a couple people who wrote predictions about this match earlier in the week that it's supposed to be a closer match. Both these teams are sort of pretty evenly matched when it comes to the two. And like I said, they're both playing for that last spot for playoffs. So it should be a close one.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't recognize any of these players, so just have to see what happens in go live.
I do recognize Master. He plays Demo Man, and he's also one of the admins for TF2 Pug NA. If you're familiar with the channel, it's basically like one of the higher level Pug 6v6 Pug channels for an IRC for 6v6. So Master has been adminning there for quite some time now, and I actually used to play on a team with him way back in the day. I played on a team with like Aristotle and Cow and Rank, if you remembered him. The team was called our team tag was IN. I can't remember what our name was, but Master used to play with us.
I see, that might have been before my time. I'm not sure.
And I'm trying to see if I recognize any other names here. I don't actually. Maybe Buckwheat, but I can't remember where I saw him from. It'll be interesting because we don't know the team player so well. I mean, a lot of times we do casts for Open or maybe even Intermediate where everyone knows all the players' names and what they do. But this one's more of a different one, and we don't get the chance to do very many Open casts on Team Fortress TV. But when we do, it's usually for the more important ones, playoff seeds or close matches. Later tonight, hopefully, if we have the time, we're going to try and do Playground Tactics versus Toon Gang, and that's going to be the number I think 7 seed versus the number 9 seed. Is that right, Blank? I think it was
something
7
like
versus
that.
9.
Yeah.
So
or no, it's 7 and 4. 7 and
4. That's right. Yeah, Playground Tactics is number 4, and they've been playing well all season, and so that should be another good match leading into playoffs. But for both these teams, they're just trying to stay strong and really keep a good mindset as they head into playoffs. And when you do have this break in between the regular season and playoffs, a lot of teams try and practice as much as they can, but the rotation for playoffs hasn't been known yet, so teams will just be practicing whatever. What has your team been doing to prepare for playoffs, Blank?
We've been hardly playing the game the past 2 weeks.
Oh no, say it.
Every week we play like a scrim before a match, and we played our match. Snoopy is, I think, finally back. He messaged me today, but yeah.
That'd be great. So, but in your experience, do teams practice a lot in that break between regular season and the playoff seasons, or?
Some teams use it as a time to take a break. Others use it to iron down strats or work on things they need to. Us, we're just kind of waiting for Snoopy to get back, so we're just kind of chilling, relaxing right now.
Yeah. One thing that is important to note is at the end of the season, all the demos from ESEA get wiped out. So I don't know about you guys, but what I do is I download all the demos from Invite every season and put them in my, what I call the archive, which is basically like 5 or 6 seasons worth of Invite demos from every single game that was played. Now, if you guys don't know, every single game that's played on ESEA is recorded and put on the website, but they delete them after some time because they don't want to keep all of them. So if you guys want to, be able to watch Invite games later on, definitely make sure you download those, because when you're in the off season and you have nothing to watch, it's awful.
SLIN, the TF2 historian.
Yeah. Me and Mustard Overlord. Mustard Overlord has his the spreadsheet, right, with all the notes of all the players and their sensitivities and like what aspect ratio they use and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've got one thing you need for the spreadsheet: preference. Who gives a shit what other people use? Just use your own thing, man. Use what's comfortable.
Well, some people like to keep track of that stuff. I mean, I know D-Flame's been writing down sensitivities, and Bloodsire's been keeping track of interps for ages.
Placebo.
I guess so. Well, there are 12 in server now. We should be getting live soon. Again, if you're joining us, the number 13 seed versus the number 19 seed here tonight, and the winner gets to move on to playoffs. So this is a big match, and I believe DJC and I will be doing ESEA-Open and intermediate playoff coverage on the ESEA stream. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Yeah, just hoping we get live here soon. It's the current time is on my watch is 8:20 Pacific, 11:20 Eastern, which is about the time where you have to ready up or else.
Well, in 10 more minutes, then they'd have to get a new server. But yeah, this is normally when you see like invite teams all join the server and then maybe ready up. Like, yeah. I was happy. Like, this is what I enjoy about like Open. It's like, oh, everybody joins the server on time, and then generally, game gets going. And so then you get to like high AM and invites, like, oh, whatever the actual match time is, add like 20 to 30 minutes, and then that's when you start.
Yeah. Well, they must be having some sort of technical difficulties or something, because I didn't get a chance to talk to the teams before. I don't even know if they know that we're casting them. This is just like a surprise, like over the shoulder, watching them kind of game.
Yeah, I hope they don't mind too much, but or maybe that's why, because they're casting now, they feel pressured and they're not gonna lie.
Yeah, the thing I'm really worried about is that if you don't ready up before 30 minutes, the server reschedules your server basically, so you can't play your match anymore. So in about 8 minutes, if they don't ready up within 8 minutes, this match isn't happening. But the thing is, this is a drop dead play date. Like, teams cannot play matches past today, so this match has to be played tonight, which basically means they have to ready in the next 8 minutes or else.
Yep, only for invite they make such exceptions.
Yeah, and even then, Killy and Calkin are all over you.
Yeah, we have 12 people ready, waiting for home team to pick their side.
Sweet.
Let's see if they pick red. Who picks blue? Well, I guess this is the one map where blue is arguably okay. Otherwise, you'll just pick red. Open teams. Take notes.
Alright, well, I'm glad we're getting started now. So, again, this is Genocide versus the Very Good Bad Boys. Very Good Bad Boys are going to be on the red, Genocide on the blue. And this should be a good match. We're going to be checking out Picodes, I believe, Picodes, on Demo Man on this first rollout here. He's on the blue team for Genocide. Getting a decent rollout time, grabbing the health pack, so it's just pretty conservative. He's actually going to go for the catwalk. A lot of teams have been favoring their Demo Man on the catwalk because it keeps them off the ground, away from the scouts. Nice first sticky landed there. Ooh, another good one there to hit that first scout. And the soldiers are going to be bombing out of the garage towards him. Great damage coming from there. Meanwhile, Ghost Stack is trying to fight some of the scouts on his side, but oh man, blue team is just getting completely wiped out as Buckwheat pushes across, picks up 2 kills on Tofu and Picodes, and that's going to be it for this mid.
Yeah, that it is. Devilmen generally favor going up top because it's kind of a good way to, like, it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, but if a Devilman goes up top, he kind of destroys scouts to go top, as you saw there, but unfortunately the rest of his team is kind of dying as soon as they get to mid, so here you are with red team having a full Uber advantage, getting ready to push less.
Yeah. So looks like OMZ has that Uber like you said, and they're gonna be pushing out the right door. The demo man for the other team has the wrong door stickied, so this will be interesting here. But the bomb is coming in from the roaming soldier to try and get that force. Tofu got that force though, but he died in the process. Zivago did pick off Jesus and Buckwheat goes down as well here, so looking pretty good for the defending team without an Uber, and they actually do pick off the Demo Man Master as well as completely wipe the medic and the scout, so that's gonna be it there. It looks like Genocide are gonna be able to push out of this last.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I like Genocide. They're already my team to win this because they play like madmen, no off-classing at last, and look at that, the power of scouts. You kite Ubers, then they use the good health and just kill something, so yeah. I like this team.
I was a little bit worried because Ghost Stack got a little bit too far in there when he went for his sack to get that force, but it actually ended up working out pretty well for them. And now they're actually going to be holding the yard here. Pickadees is actually throwing some stickies towards the garage side, and he's going to be able to hold this one out for his team.
Yeah, that he is, but here we're probably going to see your typical granary stalemate, so probably going to see the red team eventually try to shove their way into the blue team's right yard, or in their case, the left side. But Piggety's here putting some nice spam into the garage, trying to pressure it early, and pretty decent hold setup so far from Genocide.
Yeah, this is what Seabay calls the classic Mexican standoff, and literally back in the day, a couple seasons, not too long ago actually, teams would just sit here for ages trying to make something happen. Then Season 8, Hard Blue created that soldier roaming bomb to try and get that force. So it'll be interesting to see what the teams go for here. They might go for a straight Uber push. It looks like Buckwheat is pushing through the garage now, and he's going to go for that bomb. He's going straight for that medic there, hits a rocket onto him, but doesn't get that force. And Raz did a nice job there, holding tightly on Ozuber. And let's see if Genocide do go for some sort of push off of this.
This is where you push left yard right now, because they bombed a roamer, which means they have maybe 2 scouts on the side. But nope, as soon as you drop, no, don't use your Uber here.
Oh no, well it looks like Tofu did go down in the garage to North Stars, and it does look the Ubers are exchanged there, but nothing's really coming of it. The scout did get behind the enemy team though, and North is able to pick that one off nice and easy, and it does look like there's 2 players down for Genocide, so we do see very good bad boys trying to make a push off of this. They're moving through the garage now, Master throwing stickies and hitting great damage on the Pickadees there. He's gonna have to back off, and it does look like the rest of Genocide are playing on second point.
Yeah, that's another reason why I didn't want him to use the Ubers. Because they Ubered there, the scouts are going to try and get behind, but like in a situation like that, they're never going to get health on that scout, so that scout's just going to run in behind the enemy team unbuffed and just die.
Yeah, it does look like the combo for very good bad boys are holding the right yard, and they're going to be buffing up their soldiers here. The Ubers are even, and honestly, that's why they call it the Mexican standoff, because even after a good exchange from the very good bad boys, they couldn't take the second point. All they can settle for is the yard.
Well, part of it too is Genocide didn't really bleed that many players. Like, they lost the roamer really early in the fight, or something like that, a soldier I believe, but then like they also lost their scout late, but it was still like 5 people up.
Yeah. Pickadees has rotated over there. He saw the combo in the left yard, and he's put his stickies over there accordingly. This looks like Tofu is trying to hold the stairs, but he's getting a bit caught out here. Unfortunately, Master isn't able to convert that pick. Still very good bad boys are trying to make something happen here, and the Uber is gonna get popped here onto a scout on the left yard. Very questionable play, but Ghost AC is able to pick up Jesus, and it does look like Northstar just got itself a 2K there on a Tofu and Linky, and does look like very good bad boys are coming out on top here as Master has a great pipe, getting 2 kills onto the medic and scout. It's trouble now for Genocide, Blank.
Yeah, questionable to Uber the scout out Z there. If, like, in that situation, would have just been better to do, like, a pocket Uber. Like, I know a lot of times I say bringing a scout in on the Uber is good, but right there, that actually wasn't a good situation to do it, and they kind of end up paying for that aggressive play. It's like, they set the scout in with the Uber, but then they also had stuff, like a soldier or something go drop down, and, like, you know, at that point, they already had the worst Uber, and they can't afford to flash and save them, so they just went 2 down.
Yeah, and so now very good bad boys do have that 60% Uber advantage, and they want to move on it soon and take advantage of it. Looks like they want to move their combo out the left side door here, and Genocide are not quite prepared for this yet. They are trying to build up their Uber now. It looks like their combo is playing back as very good bad boys moving down the left side here. A late pop now as the soldier, roaming soldier, bombs in and goes down to Linke. Meanwhile, Northstar comes in and takes down the medic. Braz is a nice pick there. Linke going to go down, and it looks like some cap time happening now for very good bad boys. They just need to clean up some picks. It's 3-on-2 here. Can they finish this off? Scout 1v1 going on here, but oh, Northstar able to pick that one up there, and very good bad boys make it 1-0.
Yeah, pretty clean push in there. That time, not really bleeding players on the flank when the Uber came in, so, I mean, as soon as you kill 2 people with an Uber advantage, you pretty much win the round.
Apparently, I've been saying along, it's not Linke, it's Linke's cat. because Link-A used to play on a team with like Tiger or something, right? And they were like top open, and Link-A's cat must be somebody else. And he has the appropriate... Look at their avatars. They're just all coordinated like that. Well, we are approaching the second mid here, and I'm going to call him Jesus because, you know, that sounds way better than Jesus. He's actually playing on the top of the crates. Tofu going in for the bomb. Not really hitting much there, but Buckwheat is, and he takes down the Demoman Pickadees. Link-A going to go down, and it does look like Genocide losing another mid.
Yeah, that it does. Like, they kind of just got caught in their right side crate in front of Garage, and from there, like, they just ate a ton of spam and went 3 down pretty quickly, so...
Yeah,
convincing mid-win for very good bad boys.
I noticed Zivago is getting himself into situations where he's constantly behind the enemy team. Like, he always seems to come in late to try and get a meta kill or something like that, but I guess they're not quite getting their scout timings correct, getting their scouts in at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think scout flanking is ever really good. You should just play with your team and get buffed, because as you see there, it's like, when you try to go for those flanks, you're leaving your team 5v6 for a few seconds, and you're not buffed either when you make the play, so...
Well, it does look like very good bad boys have that uber advantage. I'm not quite sure what they're waiting for. They have all their players buffed. They need to move on this now that while they have that advantage, Braz is nowhere near it, so they still have time to push. And they do have a very, very early uber pop onto 2 scouts at the right door. They're not really able to find much with it. In fact, they're actually losing both of their soldiers. Both their soldiers went for a bomb, and they pop the scouts. Now Jay is going to go down here, and this is looking like a very, very bad push for the very good bad boys as Zivago picks up 2 kills on the last. Only OMZ and Master at the second point, but Zivago already coming in, putting great pressure onto the demo man there. It's going to force them right out, and they're going to get that second cap. The forward spawn's coming in. Buckwheat picks up the scout in the Z, but still Genocide are able to pick up that second point.
Yeah, very good bad boys trying to go for a QC double scout uber, but that push failed for a couple of reasons. First off, they couldn't get the heavy classes in, which meant they didn't have any initial damage to work with. And second off,
hold on, sorry to interrupt you
here.
here. Yeah, it does look like the Uber is coming now for Genocide. They popped onto a scout, and Ghost AC is able to pick up 2 kills on OMZ and Jay with the medic down for very good bad boys. This is going to be trouble. North Star picking up Ghost AC there on that right side, but it does look like very good bad boys will be able to hold on the middle. Too many players went down in that push there, Blake.
Yeah, they did, but it looks like Genocide, their med's able to stay alive, and very good bad boys, they're just spawning. They should be pushing off of this with a better health.
Yeah, they have the better health, and they also have a little bit of an Uber advantage. Of course, they can't really use it just yet, but they should have pushed on that, and they just allowed very good bad boys to get their forward respawners to come in and defend the chokes. So we're probably going to be seeing the Ubers even out here.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they should realize they still have the advantage, but see, this is the harder push now. Like, that's the difference between open teams and, like, invite teams. An invite team would realize the medic isn't at the fight yet, and the other team doesn't have buffs. Like, now's the time to push in the mid before they have good health and they're set up.
Does look like very good bad boys are expecting a push, actually, from Genocide, because you saw Master putting up stickies behind the point there, and when you put up stickies behind the point and not at the chokes, you're expecting the enemy team to push, and it actually does look like very good bad boys are give up all this space, and the Uber is going to come in for Genocide, so they're actually going to make the push happen after all. This is going to be very bad for them, though, because OMZ has his Uber, and he just popped onto North Star in the garage there and picked off the demo man Pickadees. Jesus is going to go down. Master going to go down here. So still decent trades coming in for Genocide. And that aggression is paying off for them as Tofu picks off Buckwheat. Players advantage for Genocide. Jay picking up Zivago. Still 3-on-2 though for Genocide. Can they finish this one off? Jay, another nice kill into Link-A's cat. And it's going to be 2-on-2. Jay trying to chase out a soldier on that left side there. The medic for Genocide is forced to back out alone. And it's anyone's mid still here. There's respawners coming in for both teams.
The reason that Uber push actually didn't turn out that badly for Genocide is I was watching the scouts as that that sort of Uber play enveloped, and I saw one buff scout basically fight 2 scouts on the flank that were unbuffed, and he was able to sort of mitigate, like, even though very good bad boys had the better Uber, they had no flank to come in as the Uber faded because one scout was dead and the other was hurt. So overall, I mean, the scout kind of salvaging that for Genocide.
Well, the Uber is going to come in for Genocide once again. They're trying this mid push with the Uber over and over, but this time they have a large advantage. Still, Master picking up Pickadees with a trap, and Zivago goes down here, so not looking too good for Genocide. They're going to have to back off, and this is looking very good for the very good bad boys as they have large advantage. Jay goes down here, but it's not going to mean anything after all because there's a back cap happening. Jesus trying to capture that second point. He's fighting the soldiers 1v3, 1v4 now. He's going to go down to Tofu, and this is problems for very good bad boys because they just lost a couple players as they have the Uber advantage, and now they're not going to be able to use this Uber effectively.
Yeah, they have no scouts, which is bad news bears right here. This combo is probably going to Uber in Z right now, but I think Genocide should be able to kite this away.
Yeah, does look like Genocide does have all the chokes set up properly, just the way they like them. Soldiers watching the garage door, and looks like Very Good Bad Boys want to make this push happen. They're gonna go through the classic right side shutter door. Gotta be careful for these traps there. There's all sorts of locations they can hide them. It does look the trap is dead, and Northstar is going to begin corner capping the second point. He doesn't want to use the Uber here, and Braz is happy to let him do that because he's only at 90% Uber. And actually, they're going to get it in time to defend the point. This is a bit of a mistake from Very Good Bad Boys.
Yeah, point behind Uber, if you have an advantage, just try to go kill people. I mean, a lot of teams try to do this, try to be cutesy and, oh, let's see if we can take this point without using Uber, but then because the other team is like a demo man in their setup, it just takes too long to where the other team actually gets Uber. See, now they're rotating over and trying to push the staircase side, which is pretty much the norm nowadays, but the other team's gonna have an Uber to defend this, so we'll see what happens.
It's a bit of a mistake. They did have that 50% advantage. They gave it up, and now they're gonna go for an even Uber push. Looks like they're taking their combo, like you said, Blank, on that left side. A lot of people for the red team watching the right side, though, but they're actually going to switch their players back over here. So it does look like Very Good Bad Boys are having a hard time deciding which side they want to push. Again, the score is 1-0 in favor of the red team, Very Good Bad Boys. So they are in the lead there, and I would be really unfortunate if they parked the bus right there.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to park the bus. This is just
difficulties pushing?
Open teams trying to figure out how to push right now.
Yeah, well, and that's true. They're a little bit inexperienced. They don't quite know the right ways to push on these maps. Although Grainer has been played for quite some time, but you know these teams could be a little bit on the newer side. If you guys are just tuning in right now, the winner of this match makes playoffs. The loser goes home. So a big match here tonight. Does look like Northstar spamming again, trying to get some damage, and he actually brings Zivago down to 30 and Ghost AC down to 42, but he doesn't pursue it. So after hitting some great rockets there, Northstar doesn't want to go in on this, and he's just clearing traps with his shotgun right now. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of a skirmish happening on the flank. Scouts getting buffed up and fighting other scouts. Nothing really coming of it though, and honestly, the red team needs to push.
Well, yeah, that right there, when both the scouts drop to 40, just take an Uber exchange, because when the Uber fades, the other team has no scouts to fight. Like, that's another one of those little openings where, like, see, open teams just see 6 players up. My team, like, if I see 2 scouts eat like 100 damage, I know just push, because the scouts aren't going to do anything after the Uber.
That and the medic would be completely strapped for heals, and he'd be in a very bad situation. But we do see Tofu trying to defend the stairs, throwing rockets down there, but the combo for the red team had a chance to sneak in, actually. The Very Good Bad Boys could have pushed that if they wanted to. They had forced the roamer out of position. And it does look like the Genocide are a little impatient. They're going to push their combo out the Z and force the Uber there. They're actually flashing the Uber a lot as well. Buckley picks up a kill on the Zivago, but goes down himself. And it looks like the better Uber coming for Very Good Bad Boys. That's going to pay off there as their patience paid off for them. They got some great picks out of the Z. Northstar getting a 3 kill there. Master picks up Braz, and does look like there's a complete wipe for the blue team. It looks like Very Good Bad Boys are going to pick up this round.
Well, that was a rather boring development. I like what Genocide did, except what they did, they had the right idea in like pushing their combo at Z to try and get him to multi-enforce. But that's all they needed to do. They tried to like get other players out and committed in the fight, which they shouldn't have done right there. Like, the point behind that Uber should have been that you go out, force them, and then try to see if one of their players overextends and you hold on to. Not the other way around with you pushing out and then getting caught to their players in yard.
Yeah, checking out the scoreboard real quick. Look at Northstar. Talk about pocket soldier syndrome. He's on the top of the board. 2 dominations and 27 points. Doing very well this round. Does look like they're coming out the left side, his team, but the bombs are coming in. And Tofu picks up the kill on the medic. Jesus, getting one on the Linke's Cat. Pickety, Zivago, Ghost AC, all going down now. It's only Tofu and Braz alive to try and make something happen. Braz is going to back out of mid. Tofu going to sacrifice his life on top of the crates. And that's going to be another win for Very Good Bad Boys. They're 3 for 0 now on these mids, Blank.
Yeah, they need to figure out a way to stop the bleeding here. I mean, when you start losing a lot of mids like this, like try going garage or something, going up top, just vary your mids, or even like your approach. Like try to figure out what's killing you the most in mid, and like try and maybe play off of killing that class and using that as your pick advantage to try and win a mid fight. Like the soldiers are giving you trouble, then try to focus that. If it's the scouts on the ground, then try killing those.
Well, the Very Good Bad Boys are on the brink of making this a 3-0 here as we head into halftime. Probably about 10-15 minutes maybe at most on the clock there. It does look like Genocide are going to go for another offensive-defensive Uber. They've popped in now on through the stairs and taken down Northstar, but OMZ has got that backup going on there. Jesus is going to pick that one up and make it 3-0. Hi, La Bamba.
Yeah, I saw how that happened. The combo pushed out up top with a scout on the Uber, and The other scout that was hiding by the top left just kind of ran in behind them. That's why you actually opt to push out a last scout. I'll tell you a little secret. You leave your demo man to watch one of the lower doors. Your roamer delays in up top so you can kill any scout that tries that. Then your other scout goes in the bottom right. So that way you have all the exits covered. Like, they thought they had up top covered when the combo scout pushed up, but then the other scout just ran behind him, so...
Looks like they're gonna quickly ready up here for the second half, but checking those scores, again, North Star is just killing these rounds here. And you're right, very good bad boys have been winning all these mids, and Genocide are gonna have to switch it up on these mids if they want a chance to win this match. These offensive, defensive Ubers haven't been working out for them, as they've just been making mistakes when the Ubers come off. So we'll see how this next mid goes. Master coming out the catwalk. Pickadees is going to mirror that. And Master hitting some great stickies here onto the scouts, but taking a lot of damage from himself. Going to pick up the pack there. Meanwhile, Buckwheat picking up Pickadees there. Nice jump from him. He's going to go down to Tofu there, but the damage is done. They got the demo man. Master picking the kill there as well. So 2 players down now for Genocide. 3 players down now as the soldiers trying to re-bomb back in and make something happen, but the medic and combo's going to go down. That's a bit of a mistake for them to come in, but they were stuck behind the enemy team. And that means that very good bad boys are going to take this mid and quite possibly the round here. They have large advantage.
Yeah, this is looking like it might be a pretty quick 5-0 perhaps, which is unfortunate. I was hoping for a closer game, and with the aggression from Genocide at the start, or not the aggression, but like the successful hold in that off-classing, I was kind of hoping they'd at least give us a run for the money here, but it looks like we have an Uber coming into this live.
Yeah, 3 players already going down now for Genocide. Sorry, very good bad boys are showing that they deserve to be in playoffs. They're picking up kills all over the place. A full wipe. They didn't drop a single player there, and they made it 4-0. This could be it here, folks. Look at Master on the top of the board, really picking up his game there and getting. He did an excellent job in the last mid. Let's see if they can do it again and finishes out this match.
Yeah, I hope I at least see a round win out of here from Genocide. I want to see a sign of life, but then again, 4-0 is pretty much an insurmountable like score difference to come back from. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's almost impossible, but at the same time, it's still the chance is still there if they want to make it. They want a chance to get in the intermediate. They need to make something happen here. We do see Buckley going for the early bomb, not getting any kills there, but Ghost AC and Pickadees are going to go down. The medic going down here to North Star as well, and this is all but one now for very good bad boys. Jesus is going to pick up a kill onto Tofu. Only Link Ace Cat and Zivago alive. Zivago going in for the pick here, and then the 1v1 against Jesus. Can he win it? He's so down. Oh man, down to that pistol there. Link A at 7 health, hiding. No, he's not hiding. He's on the second point, and he's gonna have to find some place to hide on the second point here because he needs to get that force from OMZ.
Yeah, that he does. But one little thing I'm noticing is very good bad boys are actually getting health on their scouts in mid, and that really sort of seems to be the difference maker in these fights. Because a lot of times, like, people will drop low, but it's really the scouts that finish the frags.
Oh guys, this could be it here, folks. We could be seeing the end of the match. Ghost AC as Sniper on the right side trying to find the medic to kill, but no, the Uber has already been popped by very good bad boys on the right side. Buckwheat gonna take down Link Ace Cat. The medic in a lot of trouble here. Brad's gonna go down to North Star, who also picks up a kill on the Ghost AC. Zivago gets one on the OMZ, but it's not gonna be enough here, and that's gonna be it here, folks. 5-0. Very good bad boys take this match and make the playoffs. Congratulations to them. What do you think, Blank?
That was fast.
It was quite fast. Well, a bit unfortunate that it was so quick, but congratulations again to the very good bad boys. They deserve the spot. The number 13 seed taking down the number 19 seed and moving on. They're likely going to be higher than that as they move in towards playoffs, but look for them to make a splash here. I mean, they did a really nice job on Granary, and let's see if they can do it again as we move on. Again, you only need to win 1 match to make intermediate. So it's a double elimination tournament in the playoffs, and you just need to win one of those first 2 matches to make it. But, best of luck to them. Blank, do you have time for one more?
Sure.
Alright, so we're going to go on to cast the Playground Tactics versus Toon Gang as we had planned on doing. It's the number 4 seed against the number 7 seed, so stay tuned and we'll be back for more.